Hey, I'm Grant.
I'm Carl.
I'm Wyatt.
And I'm Ben.
We're here with your local game, fish, and parks, and we want to teach you a little bit more about owls, especially when it comes to owls in the United States. So.
Owls on three.
One, two, three,
owls!
A really important adaptation for owls is silent flight, because owls' prey, like mice, have developed over time through evolution to be nocturnal, meaning that they go out at nighttime. And they also have developed really large ears. So because of their prey's large ears, if they were to make any noise, their prey could hear them and just run away, and then owls would go hungry. So what owls have done to compensate this evolution is they have evolved silent flight. And so a way I like to demonstrate this is with this string right here. If I swing this end, listen really closely and you can hear it. That bare string just cuts through the air, and that represents what most birds sound like when they fly. But if I take this string right here and then I spin it, it's not nearly as loud. And that is because this string has all of these little fringes all throughout it, which break up the air current and doesn't let the feathers or the string cut through the air quite as much. Similarly, a biological evolutionary adaptation that owls have developed is that when they fly, they've got little microscopic fringes at the edge of all of their feathers, which break up the air current, making them completely silent. So their prey never know they're there until it's too late.
Boom. So another evolutionary adaptation that owls have is their ears, and this helps them to become incredible hunters. So another thing, you can kind of see here that these ear-looking things are not actually the owl's ears. You can see that the ears actually are like this, in this upper left corner and lower right corner. And that's for a very important reason. So that difference in height, unlike humans where they're symmetrical, when they're listening for their prey, they can actually use that to triangulate their hearing. So they can have a very specific idea of where their prey is and kind of like visualize it before they even could necessarily see it. A great example of this adaptation is the barn owl. You can see its entire face is dedicated to hearing. It's kind of like a cone. It can kind of just like take in every hearing, every vibration around it, and it's all just funneled into its ears. And so that creates very precise hearing with owls. Some numbers is an owl can hear the heartbeat of a rat from 50 feet away. And that's very important and useful because, for example, if it's in a tree, then it could hear the mouse's heartbeat all the way on the ground, the tree. And that's really useful, and that's a great adaptation to have because it means the owl can stay in the tree, conserve its energy, and that reduces the ATP used. And so that's really effective. Speaking of ATP, I'm gonna use some right now.
All right. Owls have forward-facing eyes, just like us. And interestingly enough, these eyes can't move around like ours. In order to look around, they need to turn their heads. And that's part of why they're able to turn their heads 270 degrees. An owl's eyes take up about 5% of their total body weight. May not sound like a lot, but our eyes only take up about 0.0003% of our body weight. So you can just imagine how big that would be. These eyes are dilated, super wide to let us in as much light as possible. They can also see the length of a football field. And this allows them to see their prey, such as mice, during night when it's pitch black outside and sitting high up in trees.
As we know, owls are carnivores. They need to eat meat to survive. The question is, how do they get meat? We have their ears and their eyes, which help them find it, but how do they get it? And that's where we have talons. Owls have super, super sharp talons. They've adapted this to grab their prey, hold onto it, and never let go. This allows them to eat small rodents and animals by grabbing them and holding on super tight. Their muscles are formed in a way where they are balled super tight and they have to consciously pry them open in order to snap it back shut, similar to a bear trap. When an owl snaps shut on its prey, the super sharp talons puncture the animal's blood vessels and it just bleeds out while it holds super tight, never ever letting go. Then the owl proceeds to eat the animal whole or in big bites. Wow, crazy. Thank you for joining us on another episode of GFP. We're looking forward to seeing you next time, where we'll be talking about bullfrogs. See you next time!